Welcome to a how-to about trees and wood. And if you're looking for a specific thing like how to grow birch trees and how to do wooden boats, you'll find the timestamp in the description. I'll go through each individual tree and then I'll go through all the things you can make with them. So if you're looking for an easy, simple how-to, you've come to the right place. And enjoy all things wood. To grow oak trees, you're going to need an oak sapling, some dirt, and enough space for your oak tree to grow in. If you're growing underground, you're going to need a light source, so you'll need some torches. This is what the sapling looks like. That's what the oak tree looks like. So find some of these trees, chop them down, and wait for it to despawn, or punch the leaves, and then you'll get hopefully some oak saplings. It's a bit random. Sometimes you don't get any. Sometimes you'll get 3. And then you just need to find an area like over here and just plant your oak tree down. I've been experimenting over here with oak trees. This one only grew 1, but sometimes when you put 4 together, you will get a massive oak tree. And this is handy if you want a lot of wood, but you don't have much space. So this is a 4 one and this is a 4 one. This one only grew 3, and you can grow 2 together. Now you can grow them like that way or this way. It has to be in like a 4 square. It won't grow if you do 4 alone. You'll only get 2 of them growing. And if you've got 3, you can put them in any combination as long as it's in that square. You can bone mill it. That will accelerate the growth. And sometimes you'll get a really massive oak tree like this one. Don't freak out if that happens to you, that's quite natural. And these are difficult to chop down because the tiny bits of wood are left hidden inside the foliage, but one tree like this you will get saplings of it. Oak trees also drop apples, so they're quite handy to have around. There again, like with the sapling drop, it's quite random to how many apples might fall. Sometimes you'll have to chop a lot of trees. Tree with a foliage like that, I would think you would get a couple of apples from that. This is what the wood looks like. You can be placed horizontal or vertical. That's what it looks like from the top and the side. This is the boat that comes from the oak wood, and then you get your planks, your half slabs and your stairs. This is the doors that you will get. This is the fences and the gates. The tutorial for all that is further on in the video. Just look for the timestamp. And that is how you grow your oak trees. To grow dark oak wood, you're going to need 4 saplings that are dark oak wood saplings and 4 pieces of dirt. Enough space to grow them in, and if you're growing them underground you're going to need lighting, so you'll need torches as well. Saplings look like this and the trees look like these. Now you can only grow these trees in groups of 4. So when you chop your tree down, with foliage this much you will get a sapling, I would think, but you might have to chop a few to get 4. Then you put your 4 together in a square. They won't grow if you did them in a line. They have to be in a square. You can accelerate the growth if you've got bone mill, or you can wait for it to grow naturally. And this is the wood that comes from it, and this is the planks. And that's how your stairs would look, and your half slabs. Your boat will look like this, same as the other boats, but obviously in dark wood. And these are the doors that come from the dark oak wood, and the gates and the fence posts. If you're looking just to find out how to do any of these, just check out the times in the description. grow birch trees, you're going to need birch tree saplings and you're going to need dirt and enough space to grow them. If you do decide to grow them underground, you'll need a light source, so you'll need some torches. And your saplings look like this and your trees look like these. You need to chop them down to get the saplings, and then you can grow them in individuals or in twos or in groups of 4. But you have to do it in the square. You couldn't have 4 across in a line. It would have to be 4 together like this. If you want to accelerate the growth, you can do by using bone meal. And the pattern's quite nice on the birch. You can use it as a pavement, going one way and the other. The planks look like this, and the half slabs. Your boat, if you want to make a birch boat, will look like this, and the doors are these. There's 2 together in a single door. Your gates and your fence posts. If you want to know how to do any of this, not sure, check out the time in the description and go jump straight to it. That's how you do birch trees. To grow acacia trees, you will need acacia tree saplings. That's this one here I'm holding. And you will need dirt, and you will need enough room to grow them in. And because they grow really strangely, as you can see, I've got a selection here, you'll need quite a bit of room to grow them in. If you do grow them underground, you'll need a light source like torches. And then you just put your sapling in the ground, wait for it to grow, or you can bone meal it and then it will accelerate the growth quickly. This is the boat you will get from it. The tree wood looks like this, and then the planks are orange. That's the plank and the half slabs. Your doors would look like this, and the fence posts and the gates look like this. If you want to know how to make any of these, just check out the timestamp in the description and you can go straight to it. To grow spruce trees, you're going to need room for them to grow in, spruce saplings and dirt. And this is what a spruce sapling looks like. And these come in all different shapes and sizes. You see, this is a huge one here, and this is a block of 4. So you can grow these individually, and you'll get ones like this or ones like that. Sometimes you get bigger ones. You can grow them 2 together or 4 together. You can accelerate it with bone meal, but you can't grow them in a line. They have to be in a box combination. And they give you dark wood, which looks like this, and the planks look like these, and then you get your steps, and this is the door that you get with them, the boats and the fence posts. If you are growing the trees underground, you will need to put light up, and if you want to know more about the boats and the doors, just check out the timestamp in the description. To grow jungle trees, you're going to need jungle saplings. You're going to need quite a lot of space to grow them because they do grow very tall. You'll need dirt, and if you are growing them underground, which can work, you will need light. They're hard to find, jungle saplings, because you need to find a jungle, a rainforest. And even when you find one, you have to chop a lot of trees down to get the saplings. The drop rate's not very good on these at all. When you have found your sapling, you just pop it in the ground. You can accelerate the growth with bone meal, and you get quite a nice wood from it, which is this wood here, and you get like an orangey tinge wooden plank from it. And the doors look like these, and you have the gates and the fence posts and the boat. Want to know how to do any of these? Just check out the description time and we're straight to it. To make wooden planks, you just need wood. You can do this without a crafting bench. I'm going to do it with a crafting bench, but in your inventory you'll see the 4 little square in the corner on the right hand side. That's your little crafting area, and you just simply put the wood in any of them 4 spots, and that will give you the wood planks. And for every piece of wood you put in, you will get 4 planks. Doesn't matter which type you do it. You do it in the crafting bench here, you can put it anywhere, and you will get 4 back. And this is the Acacia wood plank, this is the jungle, the birch, the spruce, the dark oak wood, and the oak. To make a crafting bench, you just need 4 planks of wood. It doesn't matter what type, you can have 3 of one type and 1 of another, or 2 of each, or 1 of each, as long as there's 4 of them. And you don't need a crafting bench to craft it. In your inventory you'll have your little crafting square of 4. You just simply put 4 in that square and you will get a crafting bench. Now you can, as I say, use different types of wood to do it, as long as you put them 4 together. So anywhere in the crafting bench you can make them as well. And for that 4 you will get 1 crafting bench. Now they're quite nice as a floor, so you can use them as a decorative piece as well. To make wooden half slabs, called slabs, these, you're going to need 3 of the colour that you want your halfsteads to be, wooden planks, and a crafting bench. And then you put the 3 across from each other. It can be anywhere in the crafting bench, the middle, the top or the bottom, but it has to be 3 across. And for these 3 you will get 6 slabs. And half slabs are really useful if you want to cover a lot of ground. Maybe you're doing a flooring and you want to use lots of wood to do your flooring. They'll go a long way, but the thing you have to be careful about them is you can't build on top of them. So if you want to build on them, you'll have to put in a wooden plank on that one, because you've got the gap underneath. But it does mean nasties don't spawn on them, so they are handy. So this is the Acacia, this is the jungle, and you've got the birch, spruce, the dark oak and the oak half slabs. And if you wanted to, you could use them as a roof by going up the top like that, or as a staircase if you wanted a long sweeping staircase. You can use them like that. They're quite useful. To make sticks, you just need 2 pieces of wooden plank, and you don't need a crafting bench. You can do it in your little crafting square on your inventory, and you just put 2, you can do it that side or this side, but it has to be above each other. And for this you will get 4 sticks. Now it doesn't have to be the same wood, you can have 2 different types, that will also work. That's how you do sticks. To make signs you'll need 6 wooden planks, doesn't matter what type, you can mix them together, and sticks and a crafting bench. And the recipe is 3 wooden planks at the top row, 3 in the middle and 1 stick in the middle at the bottom, and that will give you 3 signs. Now you can do it all with the same wood, and you can, like I showed you, mix them up, but you won't get coloured signs. they'll always come out the same. And interestingly enough, you can only stack 16 at a time. I don't know why, but you can. Now, signs are useful if you want to obviously write a sign. You just simply type in your message, so you say sign and then you press done and it's done. Or you can use them as a decorative piece, and I'll be showing you this with when we do stairs, making chairs out of stairs, that they're useful for that. To make wooden stairs, you're going to need 6 wooden planks of the colour that you want your stairs to be. So this is the Acacia, this is the Jungle, the Birch, Spruce, the dark Oak Wood and the Oak Wood stairs, and a crafting bench. And into the crafting bench you will put your 6 pieces of wooden planks. Then it goes from one side on the left, 3 and then 2 and then 1. So you've got 3 at the bottom, 2 in the middle and 1 at the top, and they actually look like stairs. For this you will get 4 stairs. We've got 4 oak ones out of that. Now stairs, as well as being just stairs that you can climb up, you can do quite a lot with. You can use them as a roof. A lot of people make roofs out of them. You go around the corner, they will make the corner bits for you, which is quite nice as a roof. You can make them into seats as well, and if you add your signs either side, don't write any ink on them but just pop them in, it makes the seat look like a chair. And obviously you can have a double chair. Oops, it's not in the right place. And then it looks like a double seat. I think they're great. Stairs. Do so much with them, folks. In a corner like this as well. Yeah, you've got seating, you've got roofs, and you've got stairs. To make buttons, you're going to need a crafting bench and some wooden planks. And for every one wooden plank, you will get 1 button. It doesn't matter where you put your 1 plank in the crafting bench or what colour wood you use, the buttons will all be the same. And you can use buttons as a decorative piece as well as a functional item. There you go, buttons. To make a chest, you're going to need a crafting bench and 8 wooden planks. It doesn't have to be all the same type, you can mix these together. And you leave a space in the middle, and then you put your 8 planks around the empty space, and that will give you 1 chest. You can, as I say, mix the wood up because you get the same colour chest, you don't get different colour chests. And you can make a double chest by putting 2 next to each other. You can put your chest in the ground, it's not a problem. The only problem you might have is if you put it somewhere where you didn't give it enough room to open up. You've got glowstone above it, it'll open, but everything else it won't. So you just have to make sure you've got space above for it to open up. To make trapdoors, you're going to need 6 wooden planks. Doesn't matter what type you have, you can mix them together, and a crafting bench. And the recipe is 3 across and 3 underneath. Have to be touching each other, so you can do it at the top or the bottom of your crafting bench. and this will give you 2 trapdoors. You can do it all the same colour. They'll all be the same type of trapdoor, and obviously you can use them what they're intended for, as a trapdoor, there you go, or you can use them as a decorative piece. Now this is good if you want lanterns at the top, or whether or not you want to put a plant in, and you simply tap it on the side and then close them down, and then you get this nice ornamental piece. I use them quite often in shops or in counters, worktops. They look quite nice. If you don't want a door there, you could just go into your shop like that, and it looks like a countertop. Or you can put them like this. I did this recently as a chair back. You have a wall, and you put your trapdoors on like that, then you close them all, and all you do is take the wall behind away, and you get a wall like this. And that's just a few uses for trapdoors. To make a boat, you are going to need 5 wooden planks of the same type of wood. You can't mix 3 of one and 2 of the other. You're going to need a crafting bench, and the recipe is the same for all the boats. You put your 5 planks, you put 3 across and then 1 either side, leaving a gap in the middle. You can do that at the bottom of the crafting bench, or you can put your 3 in the middle. Now for each one recipe like this, you will get a single boat. So it's just 2 either side, leave a gap in the middle, and at the bottom make the 3 across. And if you wanted an oak boat, that's what it will look like. This is what a dark oak boat looks like. Then you have spruce boat, birch, jungle, and acacia. To make doors, you will need 6 wooden planks, all of the same type. You can't mix a combination of 2 and 4, they have to be all the same. And the recipe is the same for all of them, but the doors are very different. This is an acacia door. These are jungle doors. These are just 2 doors put together that look like double doors. You can do a whole row of doors next to each other if you wish. This is the birch door. It's got no gap in it like the others have so far. So they're all a bit different depending on what you want. Maybe you want like a wooden cabin door. This would be great for that. This is a spruce. If you want something a bit more formal, this is the dark oak doors. And then you have the oak doors that have got windows, which is handy obviously for looking out at. Now to make these doors, you need to get the wooden planks of the door that you want. So for each instance, the acacia one, you need to put 3 down horizontally and then next to it. You can do it either side of the middle one, it will work, but it won't work across. You have to do it lengthways. And then for this recipe, using 6 planks, you will get 3 doors back. And like I say, if you wanted to put lots of doors together, you can do. That's how you make a door. To make wooden gates, you're going to need 4 sticks and 2 wooden planks of the wood that you want your gate to be like. So for instance, this is the acacia, this is the jungle, this is the birch, this is the spruce, this is the dark oak wood, and this is oak wood gates. Recipe is the same for all of them, and depending which wooden planks you use will depend on which gate you get. You can't mix one and the other, you've got to have 2 of the same. So you put your 2 wooden planks in the middle. It can be at the top or the bottom, but it has to be in the middle. And then you put your sticks either side. And for this recipe you will get one gate back, but you can make multiple gates at the same time. So we just put 2 of it and then you'll get 2 gates. That's how you make a gate. To make fence posts, you will need 4 wooden planks and 2 sticks, and the wooden planks that you use will determine what fence post you get. So this one would be for the oak, this is for the dark oak, this is for the spruce, this is for the birch, this is the jungle, and this is the acacia fence post. And the recipe is the same. You'll need a crafting bench in which to do the recipe, and you put your wooden planks to either side, and then in the middle you put your sticks, and you will get 3 fence posts for this recipe. You can do it at the top or at the bottom, it will work either way, and you can do multiple ones. So for instance you could do 2 at a time and you will get 6 fence posts back. Now fence posts are interesting because you can do them on top of each other and make them into columns for building. You can grow across them, you can go round like that and come back down gradually. They're an interesting building piece, so you can do lots of different things with the fence posts. You could just use them as a column on their own if you just wanted to high column for something, and then you can pop a block on top. It could be a lighting block if you wanted to. So they're a useful thing to know how to work. So that's how you do fence posts. To make a wooden pressure plate, you'll need 2 wooden planks. They don't have to be the same type of wood. You can use 2 different types and they will give you 1 pressure plate. You put your 2 wooden planks next to each other across. Can't do it any other way, but you can put it across anywhere in the crafting square, and that will give you 1 wooden pressure plate. You can make multiples if, for instance, you wanted to make 3. You can do it that way. And you use pressure plates as a pressure plate. If you lay in a trap, people walk over it, you can hear it click, and it will blow up if you've got TNT underneath it. I, however, use it different ways. I quite like using it as a countertop. It's like a wooden chopping board if you're in a kitchen, and opening doors. So if you put them in front of the doors, they will open. It's quite good. If you do it the other side, it won't go right next to it. You have to put it 1 back. And same thing, singular, 1 back. And that's a few uses of pressure plates and how to make them.